Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. I know, I feel like I'm Tony Soprano's illegitimate sister. Gloria, honest to God. Welcome to the breakfast show. Honest to God. No, I'm not doing a very good New Yorker accent. I had a chick that worked for me back when I had a, yes, you're going to laugh, I used to have a reptile shop.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
So she was like business partners, but never put any money in it. You know, so I was like, we ain't business partners. You know? I'm fronting the jail, you know. So anyway, yeah, she was like, honest to God, I would never, ever, ever do anything to disrespect you. Honest to God. As I'm dipping my hands into the cash register and taking $150 so I can go play bingo. I'd never steal from you. And then I don't even remember how it ended. To be honest, I don't remember how we ended. I was talking to my daughter last night, you know, like 10 o'clock, and I'm telling her something. And she says to me, she was like, oh, you know, like blah, blah, you know, something about, oh, the chick that used to babysit us that, like, when you worked at night. And I'm like, what chick that used to babysit you when I worked at night? And she was like, you don't, like, remember? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, dang, it must have been some stuff I didn't want to remember.
She blocked that.
I know. So good morning, everybody. It's the breakfast show. It's the breakfast show.
We need the tambourine.
It'd be like beatniks. Cool cat groovy, yeah. Breakfast show. The more you learn,
the more you know.
The more you know,
the more you grow.
And that's an important thing to do.
Definitely.
I did a did a soul's journey reading yesterday, and it was all about change, and that we've been in denial.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like, yeah, you're just like holding back on who you are. If you want to grow, this is what you have to do. And I'm like, I get it.
Sometimes it's like, you know, I don't want to learn anymore because I don't want to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you know, then you're held responsible for that.
I know.
You know, and you're like, I don't need any more responsibility. I'm done. Thanks.
You mean I was supposed to like pay that bill?
Yep.
Or go to Mickey Mantle's and eat what? I'm not responsible for that ticket. That guy over there said he was going to buy it for me.
They're like, which one? You know, the one sitting right there, yeah.
The dude.
Yeah,
the dude over there.
The dude over there. You see him, yeah.
And you're hoping.
I'm out, see ya.
You hope they all got a white shirt on. The dude with the white shirt.
Yeah. See you later.
I didn't know we had to pay for food, you know. I was like, the craziest, you know, I wake up god awful early in the morning, you know, and I'm like, I'm going to look at the talking points, you know. And usually I'm upset, you know, not upset, but I'm usually like annoyed by the time I've read talking points. Mm-hmm. But I didn't even get past the first one. Yeah. And the first one states, Oklahoma City is one of the most dangerous cities in the United States.
Okay. Before we go any further, let me just say this, okay? I drive for Uber. We've talked about this before. My favorite time to drive is in the middle of the night. I get better tips. I get better fares. I make more money, period. And I drive in the worst parts of Oklahoma City. I do. And I've never felt unsafe in Oklahoma City. So I don't understand where they're getting this information. What is it?
Okay, well, I guess they were talking about like financial and tornado alley,
natural
and I'm
disaster.
like,
they even mentioned coronavirus cases.
Oh,
And I mean, I'm like, oh, come on, really?
and I have to still look back on coronavirus as symptomatic versus asymptomatic.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're symptomatic, you know, because actually we have a coworker in the other building, or so we have a co-buildinger,
a co-person, a co-tenant, something.
Actually, her wife is COVID. Was positive for COVID, so they're at home, and I'm like, okay, I get it. If I was positive for influenza A, I'm gonna keep my butt at home too.
Right.
But
right.
I was like, so where's the danger? I was like, because they got all those crazy wildfires, in California,
Colorado,
Washington, or Oregon. They've got Antifa and BLM. That's pretty damn dangerous, and all the rioting. I was like, they have hurricanes, and, I was like, every place has some cons to it or some negative vibration to it. But I was like, overall, Oklahoma City is a pretty ding-dang safe city.
I don't know.
We may not be Pleasantville or Stepford, but,
I was driving around going to dispensaries late the other night. I mean, looking for something specific, and I went to 4 different dispensaries, and I never felt unsafe. And I was down in almost down towards your neighborhood.
She was trying to imply I live in the hood.
No, she lives in the barrio.
I live in the barrio, yeah. It used to be the hood, now it's the barrio.
I mean, I'm just saying that whole area over there, you think would be like, if you're a white girl, stay out. But
I don't have any
problems.
No. We're like, as long as you're a groovy person, come on in.
Right.
Ungroovies, you all need to stay out. But, the ungroovies, they still come through.
Now, I have had, in the 3-ish years I've been driving, I have had one rider. Now, mind you, I have given over 1,000 rides.
Wow.
I've given over 1,000 rides. And that's kind of because I started with Lyft, and then I did both for a short period of time, and then I dumped Lyft because I like Uber better. So total, I've given well over 1,000 rides, and there is one that I remember. I'll tell you about 2. There are 2 that I remember well. One of them was a girl that was sitting in my back seat tweaking, and it freaked me out. And then the other one was Midwest City. There's some really dumpy apartments over in Midwest City. And
office cars. Oh.
And I got a little bit nervous in those.
I like this.
In the projects downtown. There's the projects. I don't know. I picked up a guy down there one time, and he's all he gets in and he goes, "Oh, you're white. Get out of here fast. Let's go." And I'm like, okay. It was just, but I didn't feel unsafe. He was just like, "Get you out of here. You're not safe here."
I have to laugh.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, I just don't feel unsafe in Oklahoma City.
I know. I'm like, I've lived in Oklahoma City for a long, 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 long time, for 30 years. I mean, I've lived in Oklahoma for a long time, but I'll say Oklahoma City, I probably have lived here about 25.
Oh, wow.
Well, how old is my daughter? Okay, so I've lived here about 30 years.
Okay.
So, from the southeast side to the southwest side is, because I've lived on the south side. I'm like true Latina here. My kids, really. But I was like, very rarely have I ever felt unsafe. Even when I hear people will laugh and they go, "But you have gunshots outside in your neighborhood." And I was like, usually it's the guys that are celebrating something and they're andale, and they're shooting their gun. I was like, it goes up, it comes down. Just please don't come down on me or my house or my dogs or my cat or my bird.
Right.
And we're cool,
We're good. So I have to say that, we lived in Arlington, Texas for a short period of time. Well, I say a short period of time. We were there for almost 10 years. And the neighborhood we moved into was our first house. It was the first house we bought.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we rented before, but it was the first house we purchased. And we moved into this neighborhood, and it was all elderly people. We were all excited because it was like, oh, such a quiet neighborhood. This is awesome. Love it, you know. And I am not a big fan of neighborhood kids. So I'm like, no, don't have any neighborhood kids. I'm good. You don't have to worry about my kids.
She's got
running
like
around.
15 kids,
I do.
okay.
I do. But I don't like my kids running around, like, and, you know, out.
Oh
Anyway.
my God,
I
what
don't.
kind of mom are you?
I know, I'm a terrible mom. I mean, they ride their bikes around the block and stuff, but I mean, I just remember the big trouble I got into was always with the neighborhood kids.
No, because I'm like kicking them out the door. Go play. Go find
They
some
were
friends.
outside all the time. Anyway, so this neighborhood was nice and quiet because it was all older people. Well, as these people started passing on or moving on to nursing homes and stuff, then we got a whole nother group of people in. And at first it really irritated me, but you know, because I felt like, kids. Well, and it was the barrio. It turned into the barrio. So we had fighting dogs, we had all kinds of crazy stuff. It got to the point where kids couldn't play outside. And so,
why?
Because we had neighbors that were raising fighting dogs.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't keep them under very good control. And so it just wasn't safe for the kids to be outside. Well, but on the other hand, it was like they were always having barbecues, and they'd knock on the door, and they were either bringing us a plate of food, or they were saying, "You need to come eat," you know.
Well, that's because they wanted to make up for the fighting dogs.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, or something, but then everybody was always parked in my driveway. I mean, it was
Honey,
like
that's the way we do it in the barrio.
That's what
Fíjate, mira
I learned.
nomás que ella no sepa mejor de nuestra comunidad.
So I would like hold up,
Ándale.
I'd go grocery shopping or something, I'd come home and I'm like, I can't even park in my own driveway.
Oh well, yeah,
You know,
that would irritate me after a while, you know.
You know, or there'd be kids playing all in my front yard. You know, I think a couple times I even found kids in my backyard. I'm like, where did they come from? I know I didn't give birth to those.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
No.
so.
I love my neighbor next door because whenever they have a party or a cookout, they always send us over a plate.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know.
But when we moved from that house, we were going down and working on it because we were updating and remodeling, which was the plan from the beginning. But
To sell it.
It took 10 years to sell it. And I remember one weekend we went down to go work on it, and the kid from next door, and he was an older teenager, young adult, I don't know how old he was, came over and came in the house and told Brett, he goes, I took care of your yard and trimmed your trees because they were going to give you a ticket. And so,
Yeah, but they didn't give him a ticket for the fighting dogs.
Right!
Go figure.
No, they finally did get rid of the fighting dogs because his mom was very angry about that because the dog was chained to a wheel, a car wheel, and that's how they were keeping him chained down. But he was a lot stronger than the wheel, and he could jump over our fence
With the wheel.
and he almost hung himself one time. And so I had to go over next door and knock on the door and say, "Hey, your dog is like hanging himself over our fence right now," and yeah.
What if that was purposeful because he chose not to be a fighting dog anymore?
There you go.
You know, hey,
He
just
was
saying.
coming over to play with the kids, I guess. I don't
He
know.
was saying he wanted to break away from that you know, it's kind of like trafficking, you know.
So, but I mean, they those neighbors always took good care of us, so they were
Okay.
good to us. So.
All right, so for the last couple of days, I've had to go put a mask on and go shopping and go into stores because some things Amazon just doesn't have.
Right.
Anyway, long story short, they're not playing Christmas music yet. What's the deal?
Really? I've already had to stop listening to my favorite radio station because they started playing Christmas music November 1st, and that's all they play.
Okay, what's your favorite radio station? Because I went...
104.1.
Okay.
I love 104.1, and that's all they play now is Christmas music. That's all they've been playing. But after a while, it's like, okay, I've already heard in one day 3 versions of Jingle Bell Rock, 4 versions of Here Comes Santa Claus, and I'm done. because they've been playing for a month already. And so
Bruce Springsteen has Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I can't remember the name of the song by the Waitresses.
I love Christmas music. I do, but
excuse me.
And I'm ready now, but November 1st I wasn't ready. I still had Thanksgiving to take care of and get through.
Sing Winter Wonderland in July.
That's because it's so dang hot that you're trying to make yourself feel better.
Actually what it is like if I'm stressing out, Winter Wonderland is the song that will play in my head.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now see, I do like, what song is it? Dolly Parton's Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah. I like Dolly Parton's version. Yeah.
Okay, I got it playing in my head. Okay, all right.
Okay, we're good.
No, I was like, I love Christmas. I love Christmas music. I don't celebrate Christmas by like gift exchange, but I like to decorate for it. And it's kind of like the older my kids got, the less important the gifts were. Mm-hmm. And my grandkids are kind of like, you know what I want for Christmas? And I'm like, Grandma sucks. I was like, you're going to get a telescope or something like that, dude. That's.
That's always the way Christmas has been at our house. We take, it drives my husband crazy because gifts is that's my love language on both sides. And so, in fact, I was thinking about making a post on Facebook the other day that says, with the financial situation of the world these days, check on your friends whose love language is gifts because they're not okay right now.
Well,
and that's because that's my love language. That's how I show love. So, is by giving gifts. So, we would always, I would anyway, analyze what are the kids into right now? What are their interests? What are their hobbies? What are they, and that's what they got for Christmas every year.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm making a coupon book.
Oh, fun.
And in the coupon book, it'll be like go to the movies with Granny.
Oh, I love that.
Go out to eat with Granny. Go on a fishing trip with Granny. Go on a hiking trip with Granny. Go look for crystals with Granny. Those kind of things.
Experiences.
Go to the park with Granny. Go to an art museum, God forbid. I like art museums. Make a craft with Granny.
There you go, a craft day. Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Let's go make cement crafts because I've been watching a lot of YouTube.
I love those cement crafts.
Yeah,
we need to play with some of those.
I'm gonna go and get a bag of cement today or concrete today, and put it up for the weekend. But I'm gonna make flower pots. That's what everybody gets for Christmas from me.
That's awesome. I love it.
But I've been, it's just kind of like, you think about, it's like 2020 has sucked.
It has.
It has been the year of suck. From one thing after another, but it's been like little precious times or moments that we have that have made it really, really bearable. But I love YouTube. And so I'm into, I guess in the last couple of weeks, my change in my vibration has been work that stuff through, work it through. What's the best way to work something through is by creating.
Agreed.
Because you have a focus of creating something beautiful. We're not going to go, here, let me go vomit some paint on a canvas and go, It's your thought process is about creating something beautiful, something aesthetically, defining or calming, relaxing, whatever, something that releases all of that. So I get in there. And my first couple of paintings of the day, I get the real cheap, like they were like 10 cents a canvas. I mean, not that cheap, but
10 cents a canvas.
And I'll like,
where are you finding canvases for 10 cents?
I know. But that's the one you kind of vomit on,
yeah.
Or whatever. And then at the end of the day, you're like, yeah. And then I started collecting paint skins, so I'm making jewelry. And so it's like all of these things that you're doing, that I'm choosing to do, it's to raise a vibration. And I was like, and what a better way is other than, to create, because it's like right now, when you think about it, it's like, it was like, so they say Oklahoma City is one of the most dangerous cities. Is that because it's a Republican city? you know.
Right.
And I'm like,
Well,
because we take things personally, and I was like, right now I think everybody feels kind of dogged,
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, where is my Christmas season? Because it's like I said, I went to Walmart, I never heard Christmas music in there, and I've been in there a couple of times, went to Hobby Lobby, I don't remember Christmas music playing in there because I'm usually singing it. Went to Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and a couple other places. And I was like, where's the piped in Christmas music? Y'all want me to
right.
y'all want me to spend Christmas money? You want me to spend my money buying Christmas presents at your store, and y'all aren't even playing the music?
Getting me in the mood. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. So, speaking of crafting, though,
Mm-hmm.
I've, gotten into watching the Dollar Tree crafting videos. Have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my gosh. Look them up. You can find them all over the place. Look them up on YouTube. Dollar Tree crafting? Woo, that's where it's at, baby. I'm telling you.
Hey, Christy. Did you know that Dollar Tree sells canvases?
Yeah. And did you know we have a new Dollar Tree up on Santa Fe? Santa Fe and 112th or 19th or whatever it is right there. It used to be called a Save You More or something like that. It was like a thrift store type place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've turned it into a Dollar Tree, and it is a big Dollar Tree, and they have an entire aisle of craft supplies.
They have a mini aisle over at the I-240 because I was over there going, holy cow!
This one's got even more.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
Guess
nice.
who's going?
Yeah.
Me.
I know, we went nuts. I need to go in there and grab a couple of things.
I'm like, I love doing that kind of work. I mean, and it's like, how do you clear your energy? And I'm like, that's how I clear my energy. The importance of Reiki. Like Reiki is this technique, and it allows you to be responsible and accountable. Those things that we don't like, we don't like to be accountable and responsible.
No.
But that technique allows you to be accountable and responsible for your own healing and initiating that healing process. That's why I'm like a really big fanatic of it. And I was like, and that's great, but sometimes we need some adjunct work to come in. And I'm like, create.
So I've had this painting on the wall that I started several months ago, and I have a really cool paint stand that all my acrylics go in, and I had taken it over to my daughter's house because we were doing a craft night, girls' night over there. And I finally got it back, and my paint's back, and my little guy goes, "Mama, you need to finish that painting." And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I do. I really do. And so, and I don't mean it needed to get done. I mean, I needed to finish it. I needed to finish it. I needed to finish it because it was hanging on the wall, but I hadn't finished the little details in it.
Okay, so how often have people started a crafting project? Okay, and then, and it's a point of this emotional, like you're working through something, and then you leave it to the side and you don't pick it up for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the same thing with the issue that you were working on?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I'd never thought of it that way.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, so, because I use the metaphor about the junk drawer. Everybody has a junk drawer. I've been watching tiny home things, and they even have junk drawers in tiny homes.
You got to.
You have to.
You just
and
got to.
And our junk drawers, things that we need to work on, but we don't want to work on them right now.
Right.
And so we throw it in the junk drawer and we close that drawer. And as long as that drawer is closed, we're not messing with it.
That's right.
Well, our body has a junk drawer, and usually it's that lower back, your lumbar sacral area, and
Or your shoulders. I'm finding.
That I would say that's more my shelf.
That's your shelf.
I put shit on the stuff. I put stuff on the shelf.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it later.
That makes sense.
Yeah, this is my junk drawer because the big you get lordosis and your butt starts to stick out with the more junk you put in your junk drawer. And then you're like, I got back pain all the time. Okay,
you got too much junk in your junk drawer.
Thank you. Open that drawer up. How do I do that? Reiki. My God, Put your hands on there and you just hold it. And you say Reiki on. And you allow that healing to occur. But, you know, so that would be my shelf, because we're putting a burden on it. So if you put too much stuff on your shelf, then your shelf's going to break.
That's right. That's right.
So shelf and junk drawer. Shelf, junk drawer. Junk drawer, I'm pointing back here to my behind. So just to clarify. So,
Can't see what she's doing, but she's leaning forward. She's putting her hands on her back.
I was hoping that as I was releasing things through my creativity, I even did like some cooking things too. My fry bread came out horrible. Yeah, and I know how to make fry bread. I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, let it rise twice. Oh my God. But, and I was hoping that as I was releasing things from my junk drawer, that my junk drawer would get smaller. No, the drawer remains the same. It's just emptier.
There you go.
So, yeah, my exercise is coming up.
Yeah. I keep thinking I'm going to do a kettlebell challenge, then I back out.
Okay, all right. So we've got 29 days left. 29 days left of 2021. 29 days, folks.
2020 until 2021.
29 days until 2021.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, I said it. I finally got it out. Okay, everybody gets the meaning of that. So what are you doing in the next 29 days to set your goals or your definitions or your boundaries? Your boundaries, setting boundaries is wickedly important. Mm-hmm. That's the New Englander in me. Wickedly.
Well,
but what are you doing to set those?
Yeah.
How are you going to define yourself in 2021?
Right. And so many times, we get, it's New Year's Eve. We need to set those New Year's resolutions for next year. And how many times in those New Year's resolutions are, I want to do this and this and this and this and this. And you don't really have a plan.
Mm-mm.
You just say, this is what I'm going to do. And then come February, are you still working on it?
Well, one of the things that I've kind of incorporated, and I have a big plan for this in 2021, is I do the 3-6-9.
Okay.
So I choose 3 goals. I've been choosing 3 goals.
Okay.
I repeat those goals 6 times a day for 9 seconds each goal.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 3, 6, and 9. And let me tell you, I've been really successful with it over the last 3 weeks. To where I noticed a change. Well, actually, I've been doing it for 2 weeks. I lied, 2 weeks. I've noticed a change in things, and then because one of them was I had a financial goal, and I'm almost there. The second one was about building a stronger foundation in my marriage, and being more of a team.
She's almost there.
And, no, I'm telling you, we're working on. It was just there. Like. He walks in, and it was like teamwork. And I'm like, God, I love this. And then the third one is a career goal, and it's starting to come around.
That's awesome.
And so I'm looking at this, and I'm like 3, 6, 9, and I was like, that's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
For 2021 is I might have 1,000 things that I want to accomplish in 2021, but I'm only going to focus on 3 at a time.
Okay.
And then as each one of those is accomplished or I'm successful in that, then I can add in the next one. Because, if it's like, I want to manifest a travel, not a travel trailer, but a pop-up tent. I know people are going, what the hell do you want a pop-up tent for? And I'm like, because I like tent camping, okay? I enjoy
Seems
that.
like, Brett and I have talked about that because we're like, we love to camp. We feel like we're getting too old for an actual tent on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, best of both worlds, get a pop-up.
And they're not that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some that are really, really fancy schmancy, and I'm like, I still like the tent thing. I don't mind peeing in the woods. I really don't. And if we're at a campground, I'll be respectful. I won't pee in the woods. I'll use the camp bathroom. I'll be respectful, But, so I was like, hey, that might be one that I'm going to put on there as like my pop-up tent.
Yeah.
So whatever I want to manifest or bring into it, I was like, because you have 1,000 things that you want to, you go, for 2021, I want to lose weight. I want to, like, get rid of my gray hair. I want a
better career.
Better career. I want a new house. If you're in a relationship that sucks, I need a new lover. Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
You have 1,000 things. You're not going to get one of those done. But
and if you don't actually make a plan, you're making a plan.
I'm making a plan.
You're making a plan, and if you don't actually make a plan, then you're never going to reach those goals anyway.
No.
So, but I like your 369 because it reminds me of a vision board. So,
Okay.
that's really what you're doing is you're taking time to visualize, whether you've made a concrete visual, vision board or not.
Mm-hmm.
But the plan that I like for a vision board, actually, you divide the vision board into 9 slots.
9 slots.
The center one. So you think tic-tac-toe, right? Tic-tac-toe. And
Or the Brady Bunch.
Or the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
And your center square, your center slot is you. And that's, you just put you, a picture of yourself there. And then the other 8 slots are things like, and I actually have a map to do this, but financial goals, personal goals, travel goals, family goals. And so you put a picture or representation of each one of those things in those other 8 slots. And then you engage with your vision board.
Oh, I'm over here laughing.
Multiple times a day. I'm trying to figure out what this reaction is over here. I go. So then you engage with your vision board multiple times a day for at least 30 seconds or a minute or whatever. So
Feng Shui.
Feng Shui. Exactly.
Feng Shui. You have a bagua.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the bagua has 8 sides, and in the middle is the heart of your home.
There you go. Woo! There you go. There you go.
So her vision board is actually
a feng shui.
A feng shui.
I didn't realize that.
You need to do a video on that.
Okay, I will. Because I love videos.
Seriously.
I've been doing more videos.
I was like laughing.
I've got my list.
You got your list?
I've got my list. I've been making a list of topics for podcasts and videos.
All right. So I'm always in giggle mode here. I love, it's like,
because laughing is therapeutic.
Well, and it's like I love podcasts and I love videos, etc. And I was like, heard an old song. You remember that song, "Video Killed the Radio Star"?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, COVID killed in-person classes.
Yes, ma'am. It's very sad.
I was like, that is one thing that I've noticed is I used to have really big classes and had a lot of students attending. And as COVID has progressed in our vibration, it's like less and less and less. People are really hesitant about, and I'm going to say, I don't think it's that we're hesitant about in-person. I believe that we have become complacent at staying home.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, we can go to the doctor by video. We can go to the doctor by telephone. And let me just tell you, when I was in nursing school, and one of the things that they stress to us in nursing school is that you cannot do an assessment on somebody if you're not in person touching them.
Makes sense.
And so I'm a little now. I can say maybe like for a mental health, maybe I might I could see mental health being online, but physiologically speaking, I'm a little uncomfortable with that. Which I don't even know why we're even talking about that. But
well, but mental health, they've been doing mental health through videos
Hi, Heather.
for years.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
And
but I have a sore throat. What do you want me to do? Oh man, look at that.
Mm-hmm. You got a flashlight you can shine in there for me so I could see what's going on?
I know, really. I mean, like, or here, can you look at the sclera of my eye?
Is it okay? Yeah.
I have this rash down here.
You want to see it?
No!
Oh my gosh.
So I'm not into that.
Can you imagine? I'm in labor and my contractions are like 3 minutes apart.
Can you check me? Can we delay deliver via phone, you know.
God.
Here, you know. Good golly.
Geez.
I mean, so I'm kind of like, so, you know, and I was like, and I said this, I said, well, Reiki, I don't, and I'm going to say, I don't believe in online attunements.
Yeah.
And if you had one, hey, I still love you. I'm not judging. For me, will not do an online attunement. Like for a second degree, third degree. I mean, first degree, I think that we probably could, you know, put our hands up on the thing and connect in with that. And it's more about you're willing to be an open vessel for healing on that. The second degree and third degree have a little bit different vibration and energy, accountability and responsibility with them. So I'm like, yeah, y'all need to do that. But I'm actually going to start switching a lot of my classes to online in 2021.
2021. Yeah.
What year is that coming up? You know, hell, I can't remember. You know, so but it's weird when you think about it, because I'm kind of like uncomfortable with that aspect. And it's because to me, when you are in person and you're connecting in, that it's a totally different vibration than when I'm trying to read your vibration on the internet or, you know, on a screen.
Right.
Or, you know, pick up what your vibration is all about. The only thing that's kind of cool about it is that if you video it and you can go back and look, and you'll see different vibrations and energies in the video.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And you can see those things. And that's the only kind of cool part about it, you know, other than that. But it's like, to me, I think COVID has made us less interpersonal and interconnected.
Yep.
And makes us work a lot harder in our relationships to connect in. You know, so it's like you really have to make effort. You really have to make effort to connect out with somebody. So I'm like, I actually bought a box of Christmas cards last night.
Yeah, I've actually noticed people say, you know, asking, do you want a Christmas card? I need Christmas cards. I'll send you a Christmas card if you'll send me a Christmas card.
So yeah, I'm gonna post our office address
that would be awesome.
in this. So if you want to send us a Christmas card, rock on. And then if you would like a Christmas card from us, please private message on if you watch it on the breakfast show.
Private message us.
Private message us your address. If you watch it on Oklahoma Healing Connection, private message that.
If you watch it on Curious Roots, because I'll share the video over to Curious Roots.
Just
me there.
Private message your mailing address, and I would love to send you a Christmas card. As I was like that way, and I'll tell you, and this is what it is that when you're physically writing on there, you're thinking it, and you're probably saying it, you know, like, dear Susie, Merry Christmas,
much love.
you know, much love, Maris, whatever.
Yeah.
On there, you're thinking it, you're saying it, you're doing it. So you're putting 3 levels of vibration into that Christmas card or into that letter, and then you're sending it out.
Okay, but
So
you know,
you get my vibration.
I always say every year, I wish people would send me more Christmas cards. If people would send me Christmas cards, I'd send them Christmas cards. I'm terrible about sending Christmas cards. And that's all I ever say. So how many Christmas cards do we want?
I want 150.
Okay.
And I want them from all over the world.
That would be awesome. We want Christmas cards from everywhere. So 150 Christmas cards is what we're going to manifest.
Yep, 150 Christmas cards. I would like them from all over the world. I will post our mailing address on there. If you would like a Christmas card from us, then we will or put it in a private message on the whatever page you like whatever page you watch us on, whatever channel.
Whatever channel you watch us on, because we're on like 4.
I'm over here giggling in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I have my show on 4 channels, you know.
What's that? YouTube. That's fine.
Kiss my butt, CNN. You know? So 6 channels if we include that. But yeah, well, you know, because I love Christmas cards. And, you know, what a great way to reconnect with people. And like I said, and when you put your vibration into that by addressing it, writing a little personal note, man, that person receives your beautiful vibration.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and it raises theirs.
It raises theirs, and that's how we start reconnecting. That's how we start rewiring ourselves to be a beautiful community all over again. You know, COVID is not king.
No.
And COVID does not reign over us. We reign over ourselves. We are our own kings and queens, and let's honor that vibration and
I love that.
share some peace and love and harmony and happiness and joy. Because it's like, you think about it, almost every religion, every path has some sort of celebration this month. Whether you're Muslim, you know, practice Kwanzaa, you're Jewish, you know, Christian. I'm sure Buddhists have something going on, you know.
Surely.
Happy Buddha Day.
Happy Buddha Day.
You know, and I'm not being sarcastic.
No,
okay,
seriously,
you know,
but yeah, there's something.
I was like,
There's something.
you know, every culture has something going on this month that celebrates the community
Kwanzaa.
and celebrates the people and,
Just like,
and brings them in together.
Yeah.
So, I'm like,
So I like to learn about other cultures' celebrations. You know, especially at Christmas time, it's just kind of cool to learn about to other people's cultures. And there was a video I came across the other day that was really kind of funny. It's a husband and wife, and the wife is American, the husband's from the UK or something, and they were arguing over what to call things. You know,
oh,
so she's
funny.
like hanging ornaments on the tree, and he goes, "Bubbles." She goes, "No, ornaments."
Bubbles? Is this a bubble? You know, if it's not the round one.
Yeah. You know, I mean, so it was little stuff like that, but it's kind of fun to learn. I just think it's kind of fun to learn about different
definitely.
cultures, so.
My kids liked it when they were young because we celebrated Christmas. You know, we had the Christmas, and then we also celebrated Three Kings Day. So they got Christmas presents at Christmas time from part of the family, and then they would get Three Kings Day presents. You know,
Right.
the first week of January. So they were like, "Heck yeah, I love this." And I was like, "Well, just think if you had, you know, if we had your dad was Jewish or something like that, then you would have Christmas, you would have Hanukkah, then you would have Three Kings Day."
So in our family, I started doing Hanukkah with the kids when my kids were younger.
Really?
Because I felt like, where's our heritage? The Christian heritage comes from.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know, it comes through the Jews. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool the history of it. I mean, we didn't celebrate it, but, you know, we would study up on
I think that's
Hanukkah.
really pretty cool because I was like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine Brent doing the prayers.
No,
but
we
okay.
didn't do all of that. I
Yeah.
mean, but, you know, because we're not Jewish, of course. But, I mean, we studied it, and we have a menorah, and
I'd like the menorah.
we would
so-
play the dreidel game, and, you know, do little,
No, I
talk
think
about
it's
it. It's kind
cool.
of cool. So, I mean, obviously we didn't go all out, but, you know, it
Yeah.
was just one thing that we did with the kids when they were younger. It was kind of fun. So,
Oh,
along
no,
with
I
our
think-
Advent and stuff, so.
I think that's really pretty cool. A couple of years ago, we had I had collected up like winter gear stuff and whatever, and put them in bags and took them around to the the homeless or the people living on the streets and etc. And I was like, and that's a lot of work to do that. You know,
Yeah.
I was very grateful. A lot of people donated a lot of cool things. I'm like, my probability of doing that again is very, very small. But I do think about feeding people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
and
do
I
too,
wouldn't
often.
mind one day like getting together and making like a bunch of burritos and stuff because you know you can wrap burritos up in foil and they'll stay warm
So you
for
stick
a
them in a
while.
cooler too, and they'll
You know,
stay warm.
and
So,
going
yeah.
around and just handing, you know, hey, I got egg burritos, I got bean burritos, I got beef burritos, I got chicken burritos,
There you go.
you
that
know,
would be kind of fun.
and do that
That'd be
for
kinda
the
fun.
Christmas, you know, because I could do that. Because I
Yeah.
like driving around, you know. And if somebody had a truck, I might even ride in the back of the truck,
There you
you
go.
know, and
Hey,
hand out
burritos!
burritos. Andale, you know. That's me. I say andale a lot, you know. At home.
Andale.
You know, yeah. You know, my son and his wife are going to have a baby. And I was like, oh my God, this child will be speaking Spanish. I love it. I'm going to rate it because I was like, Grandma's going to come in and teach her Spanish every day. Notice I say her. My son says it's going to be a boy. And I'm like, I call it a girl. And then he looked at me and goes, it's going to be a boy. And I said, well, it'll be a feminine boy then. He was looking at me like, what the hell do you do to me, Mom?
What is wrong with you?
But yeah, I was like, I'm going to teach my because I've been trying to, with my grandkids. And they just look at me like, I think there's a song like that, I was on TikTok, Yeah, my grandson was telling me all about TikTok. And I'm over there going, that's like some spyware. They're spying on you. So if you have any old perverted man telling you something nasty, you need to tell Granny. Granny wants to cuss him out on TikTok.
She'll take care of it.
My grandson's just looking at me like, perverted old men talk what? And I'm like, never mind. Conspiracy theories. But yeah, there was like, I'm afraid of TikTok.
Yeah. I've not heard very good things about it. So
I'm afraid of TikTok because it reminds me of a biological clock. TikTok, 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 have a baby, TikTok, 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 get married, TikTok, TikTok. Preferably do one before the other. And I'm like, But yeah, so I don't do TikTok. And it's unfortunate, and it might be the platform that I'm watching, and the algorithm in there. But I've seen some pretty hideous TikToks of some pretty scary kind of people, that I'm like watching it, and I'm like, where's the good stuff? Like the cute kid dancing, or the how do you make cement crafts? Where's that? And they're like, that's not what it's about. What's TikTok really about?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out because I thought it was some music dance thing for the longest time, but now everybody's sharing their TikToks to Facebook, and you've got craft videos and comedy videos, and I don't know.
I think
I haven't figured out.
I think I'll get a burner phone to do my TikTok on. I don't know. I keep getting this. To me, it's like what vibration. When I look at something, and it's like we have this. A lot of times it'll come up with a facade like it's something really beautiful, and I'll be the only one going,
No, I'm with
and
you.
everybody else is over there going, you're so judgmental and negative. And I'm like, it's really pretty, but I pick up a different vibe.
Every time I see it and people are talking about it, because I follow a lot of influencers and life coaches and, people like that, and they're like, oh, my TikTok's blowing up. I've had so much success with TikTok. And I'm like, maybe I should go look at it. And then I'm like,
selling my soul to Satan. No, I'm just
I just can't do it. I haven't messed with it at all.
I have, and to me it's like I do not want any more apps on my phone.
That too.
I've been like deleting apps, and I'm getting ready to delete my Twitter. And it's because I'm going to change my password, so it's a password that I remember, and it'll be on, another one of the devices. But I was like, I just want to clear the memory off my phone. I took Messenger off. Best thing I did. My phone stopped automatically, just like turning on. Yeah, when I had Messenger, I would be sitting there, I'd be like watching TV, and my phone would be over here, and Brandon would look and he'd go, your camera's on. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking over there, and the camera would be on.
Well, that would explain why, we can sit here and have a conversation and then go to Facebook, and all the ads on Facebook are exactly what we talked about.
Just what we talked about. So then I took Messenger off my phone. And then it reduced down a lot. And then I noticed on Facebook my algorithm was hateful. I mean, I was hateful. Other people were hateful. We're all hateful. And I'm like, that's not me. I don't know where the hell that came from. That's not me. I'm like, I'm not that, I'll be blunt. I will be blunt almost to the point where it comes across very, very rudely and brash and whatever, and I get it. I'm trying to candy coat, well, not really. I'm trying to soften my blow when I'm doing that, but I'm not going to candy coat.
Right.
And I'm not going to BS you and tell you things look great when they don't look great, or that we have issue. I'm going to be honest with you, and and people don't like honesty.
Right.
People want to hear what they want to hear when they want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like when you stop and go, you're messing up your life. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Your choices are affecting other people, and they're like, oh my God, she's so judgmental. Okay, that's great. But when I started feeling nasty, or started making nasty comments and spiteful comments, and I would catch myself and then delete and back out and just hit cancel and go on. I stepped off of Facebook for a couple of weeks to see if my algorithm would change.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you what it did. It's nothing but ads now. Mm-hmm. Nothing but ads. That's it. I'm not getting anything from I have to go to your page.
Yep.
To get it back into my news feeds. It's nothing but ads. And when I was telling Alyeen this morning, I was like, I'm really pissed off at Facebook as the business part of it, because it says that I have 3,400 followers, something like that, Why am I having to pay at least $5 a post in order to get that in other people's news feeds?
Right. So I'll tell you what happened to me the other day is I was making a post on one of the business pages. I don't remember if it was the collaborative or if it was Curious Roots, but I was creating a post, and I posted it, hit post, and it said, your boosted post has just been published. And I'm like, I didn't boost that post.
Did you cancel it?
I tried to. I don't know if it canceled or not, but I was not happy because I'm like, it was not a post that needed to be boosted, for one, and I mean, I didn't do it, so it shouldn't have been done. Anyway, whatever. But
okay, here's my message to Mark. Mark, I love you, kind of, sort of. You look a little creepy, but that's okay. I think you're Edward Snowden's cousin too, because y'all look an awful lot alike. Anyway, why are you charging me money to post something that should already be flowing through there? That's a little discerning for me, or disconcerting, or discerning, is that the word I want to use? Disconcerting. That concerns me. Okay.
It's very concerning.
I was trying to get fancy with my words, and it just didn't come out right, and that's okay. Because you have $1 zillion, that's why your name is Zuckerberg. So why are you trying to take all of my piddly money to put my post out there? Just curious. You have $1 zillion. Hook a sister up. You should do it for free for the rest of the month of December.
Well, there's so many small businesses online that rely on Facebook to build.
Yeah,
and the thing is even when you do pay for a boost and you pay for those posts to be boosted, I don't feel like that it's worth paying for, because I don't feel like there's getting enough vision, enough visibility for what I'm paying for.
Oh, did you see that flash of light?
I did.
Hey Jesus, thank you for coming by. One of the things that I had noticed was that if I do a $5 post, okay, and I do it worldwide, I will get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 hits on that. I do it locally, and I'm lucky to get 30 for the same amount of money. And I know you guys are going, $5 really isn't that much. Okay, but if you do 5 ads a day, or not 5 ads, 5 posts a day, okay, and you're having to pay $5 a post to get any kind of reach to it,
That's
That's $25 a day.
That's $125 a week. That is $500 a month.
That's $150 a week.
$150 a week. Yes, $150 a week. 300, 600. That's
100,
600.
no, 170. It's 7 times 25. That's
Yeah.
175. So we're talking, like $800 a month
Yeah.
in advertising, and so if you're and I'm not trying to start a downer on this by any means, but if you're a small business person, we've got to really start taking care of each other and promoting each other's businesses, because big corporate doesn't give a shoe about you and me. They really don't. They like our money.
Right.
They love our money. But as in our personal success or our small business success, Facebook doesn't care. Walmart doesn't care. They don't care about people being successful on that small scale.
Right.
They care about their mega
right.
corporations being successful. God, I'm like sounding like an activist.
You are.
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm She-Ra.
I need signs.
She-Ra of the small business world.
Well, and Saturday, and I wish I was more on top of things this last weekend, but Saturday was Small Business Saturday.
I was here.
You were here? Good.
Yes, I was.
I was recovering from Thanksgiving. Anyway, it was not fun.
I'm always in recovery from Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is every day for me.
It was rough. But, I mean, how many people went out and supported small businesses on Saturday? Whether you went out or ordered online from them or whatever. I mean, it's a kind of a big deal. The other thing I've been seeing is a lot of people are posting right now is like, if you own your own business, you work from home, you do your own thing, you're a creative person or whatever, show us what you sell. And having people they're posting that all over Facebook. So that being said, in the comments, if you have a small business and you sell something, post it. Tell us about it.
In fact, I would love to do that for you. And then also, we're looking for sponsors to help us. Actually, it's kind of like we've finally got some really cool microphones, and we're really digging that. I want to get some of those headphones because I love them, even if it's going to wreck my hair when I do big hair day.
I want one of those mics that come up from like we clamp to a table and it's like over here, so I feel like I'm like, yeah, guess what happened today?
I want to wear the headphones. Even if it's going to wreck my hair, I don't care.
Ooh, I got a light.
Oh, see, Matthew gave me a cool light too.
You told me about that, and I had already been looking for lights because I sat in here one day playing with videos on my computer to figure out my lighting and the best place to sit and all that business, And I was like, man, I really need a light. So I'm like, I'm going to go to Five Below and look and see what they've got. And
they did.
And they had. And it's actually I'm pretty impressed with it. It plugs into the computer, and it has, you can dim it and brighten it, and it has a blue light. It's not blue, but you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And then or you can change it to a yellow, or you can have a mix between the blue and the yellow. So Five Below, I only paid $10 for it. It was $10. It wasn't a $5 one, but that's okay. I'm actually pretty impressed with it.
That's kind of like Dollar Tree now has a $3 and a $5 session. So I'm like, hey, I love those. I like Five Below. Five Below is a fun place to go. But this time of year, you have to go when they very first open in the day, so you're not like swarmed.
Yes, because everybody's buying for Christmas, and it's fabulous for Christmas in there, I'm telling you.
And speaking of that, because it's about time to wrap up the show, we will be having some Christmas boutiques, and I will be posting it online as well as you can come in person. I will have one area or one room. One of the boutique rooms will be a $5 to $25 area. Mm-hmm. So if you're shopping on a budget, we'll have really cool groovy things like the really cool bracelets and some jewelry and soaps and some of my magical oils and magic sprays and all that kind of cool stuff. And then we'll have another area that'll be a little bit more expensive. Maybe it'll have some of the artwork and artisan items in there. But hopefully we'll have everything open up by this Saturday so that folks can come in and start shopping. I'll be working on it on today, tomorrow, and Friday. And
awesome. And I'll be bringing a bunch. I've been making Christmas wreaths and Christmas centerpieces, so those will all be in here.
So, so you can shop online because you'll be able to see everything that I'm creating is all over one. I've been doing some jewelry, and it's really cool because everything definitely is a one of a kind. I've been making the pendants out of paint skins.
Oh, cool.
So when I do my my paint pours and I let it just drip all over the place, I got like really beautiful designs. And so I've been making like pendants. So that'll be part of the the 5 to 25, so that, like I said, everybody can get something that's original and groovy and cool, and that not everybody else has, for a decent price, so that we're not stressed out and freaking out about, I only have $50. How do I buy 3 people or 4 people a gift off of $50? And I'm like, sister, come see me. Brother, come see me.
Come see us.
I'm going to hook you up with some grooviness. So
there you go. There you go. I love it.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So, if you want to know more about the 369, I'm actually going to do some videos about it too as well. So,
awesome.
All right. Anything you want to close out with?
I think so.
All right.
Y'all be good. Y'all be good. Because Santa Claus is watching.
And in the comments, I would like for you guys to put what your favorite Christmas song is.
Oh, we want to hear some Christmas music.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm going to sing it. Y'all are going, don't tell her shish. Don't tell her anything.
Don't do it. It's a trick.
But what if I was doing it
It's a
where
trap.
it was like I came out sounding like Mariah Carey? Y'all would be like blown away. Oh my God, listen to her voice. I had it digitally remastered, just like Mariah Carey. But ding 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 ding. Anyway, what's your favorite Christmas song? Put it
And
in
don't
the
forget,
comments.
Christmas cards.
Christmas cards. Put your address on a PM.
Or we'll send you a Christmas card.
So when she said, okay, and that flash screen goes what? Okay, very cool. Alexa, I'm going to send you a link on your, I got your messages or your email. I'm going to send you a link so we connect on Friday. Peace, love, and happiness. Hope to see y'all very soon.
Very soon.
That's my sexy voice. Oh, I was going to say something about dudes. Stop sending me weenie pics. I'm old enough to be your mother. Yeah, I have all these Arabic dudes sending me pictures of their penises.
Wow.
And I'm like, Allah's going to get you.
Okay, so I went looking for a mic. I thought this, when I was reading it upside down, I thought it said fudge.
Oh, it's like something else. I love this. Oh, whoops, I'm still going on that.
Oh, hey!
Hey, everybody, good thing I didn't say like some F-bombs.